Yeah.
Five young archaeologists have made a remarkable discovery.
Well, that's the fun stuff, you know?
Paul Walker.
Where's my dad? All right.
Or Paul Walker! You know, it's like, did you know what this was? Paul Walker! I like amusement parks.
Paul Walker.
We're making an action movie here.
Shit.
I did good, though!
Where's my dad? All right.
Is he here? Is he there? Where's my dad?
No,
All
it's,
right?
it's just my dad. He's playing a prank on us.
I just want to know where my dad is. All right.
Let's go for a little ride.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Paul Walker.
It's Hanging from the Balcony with Sir Jarod, the Professor, Nathan Betts, Miss Professor, and Thomas the Doubter.
Welcome, everybody, to another wonderful episode of Hanging from the Balcony. With me, Sir Jarod, and as always, Lewis the Professor,
Hello.
Kim, Mrs. Professor,
Or today,
Mrs. Professor.
the past, present, and future Mrs. the Doctor.
Oh,
And we didn't plan.
Yeah.
that's true.
Another,
Procrastinate! Thomas the Doubter and Nathan the Producer.
Hey guys.
We're the Star Podcast. We're going to talk about movies, guys, and more movies and movies and stuff. Movies.
Oh, we got so many to catch up
I know
on
we
too.
have a ton to do.
Oh my god.
So
We didn't go to the movies last couple episodes, and then those two were gone, and then now they're back, and holy shit, there's so much to do.
So
I'm excited.
Let's get right into it. You guys saw Two Guns.
Two Guns. You want to talk about it?
Two guns.
It's got Marky
Is it
Mark.
because there's guns and there's two of them?
There's Marky Mark,
Yeah.
and there's the Denzel.
Who's it? Yeah, that guy.
Denzel, nice.
Yeah, you do it. It's okay.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. That's
Been a
what I
while.
said.
You're not gonna find it in the big theater anymore. It was just here
This
for a
is the
couple
one
weeks.
where they're both cops, and
Ish.
But
then
they're
like,
both
different-
undercover.
They're like
And they both-
branches of different
so
things.
they think the other guy's
Yeah.
actually a criminal, and,
and then they
slowly
sting
realize-
each other,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it goes into hecticness.
Yeah. And apparently it's based on a comic book. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was fine.
Very mediocre.
I mean,
I don't think there's anything
Like-
else to say.
Like Star Wise, how many would you give it?
3
Two.
out of 5.
Out
Maybe
of
2.
five.
2.5.
Two and a half.
Just because the camera was in focus
Well,
most of the time.
But for Mark Wahlberg,
It wasn't-
He was funny. He was the best. I do.
Mark
I remember
Wahl-
now.
yeah,
It's coming
Mark-
back to
Marky
me.
Mark
He
was
was
okay.
funny. So when he does,
Usually is actually.
and he didn't like comedy. When he first was asked to do his first comedy, he was like, "No, I don't want to do it. He's too serious. He's like, I don't want to be laughed at. I don't want to be made fun of. You know, he's just got this weird ego. Yeah,
'Cause he's
he
Marky
did.
Mark.
Yeah, exactly. So he's
Where's his
good
funky
at comedy
bunch?
though, which is I think kind of ironic.
he was
And-
good in Ted.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love Ted.
Great in Ted. So
Such a good movie.
he's good.
Gotta
He's got
guess.
some
Probably
funny
watch Ted
lines.
instead of
Yeah,
Two
watch
Guns.
Ted instead of.
Look, if you watch Two Guns, you're not going to finish it and be like, that was a waste of my time. You'll be like, that's all right.
That was a movie.
Let's go get a burrito. I don't know. Like it's not gonna blow your pants off.
It's frustrating
That's what
when
I'm
a
looking for
movie's
in a
kind
movie.
of just good but not great, because it's how do you recommend that, you know? Like, go see this movie if you're bored
Yeah.
and there's nothing else in the world going on.
If you don't have a tax audit coming up, go see this movie.
Right, but I mean, it's better than... There are shitty movies that you get to the end and you're like, God damn it, I wasted my life. But this one, you get to the end and you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. Let's go get a
Okay.
burrito.
What would you consider like a theater, dollar theater, or Netflix it?
Dollar
Or,
theater
or
would
don't
be
even
fine.
watch it at all?
Well,
Netflix
it. If
Yeah.
you,
When it
if you
comes out on
want to
Netflix.
see something that doesn't make you feel, too strongly one way or the other.
Yeah. It's a little weird. They spend almost the entire movie not killing anyone, like, because they're cops, and so they're really careful not to kill even the bad guys. And then at the end, it's just like a slaughter fest, and you're like, what happened to the whole let's not kill anyone thing, you know? But it's fine. Who else is in it? James Marsden?
Oh yeah,
Cyclops?
it's a great cast. They've got
Cyclops.
even good baddies. They've got great
So
bad
great,
guys.
great cast, shitty writing.
Yeah.
Adama. It's not even shitty
Mediocre
writing. It's just
writing.
medium
Yeah.
writing. Like you're not gonna
Just like they threw a script out to make a movie with all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you'll see the twists coming. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, there's a bad guy on the inside. Well, no shit. How many shows have you seen where there isn't a bad guy, on the inside working with the cops who's actually the bad guy? Happens every time. So when it happens in this movie, I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think at this
formulaic.
point I'm gonna think it's the biggest shock ever when they're like, we found out who the actual bad guy is. It's this Mexican drug lord, just like we thought from the start.
It's that guy at the burrito stand.
Yeah,
He's the drug lord.
that will be the big surprise where I'm like, whoa, okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, save your money.
Yeah. Wait for it.
Wait for it. What else? We also saw Kickass 2. Didn't you see it?
Yep.
What'd you think, Thomas?
I liked it better than the comic.
Yeah.
I really did not like the comic.
Yeah.
They
It's slightly better than the comic.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't like. I want to like it. Actually, I didn't hate it, but I want to like it more than I did, and
Yeah.
I just can't. And the acting was decent enough. The writing sometimes fell a little flat, but there's definitely humorous moments. Sometimes they pushed the envelope a little too far. Like the humor was just too gross, and it was like they have all this witty, fun kind of stuff going on, and then they go to like high school humor, and you're just kind of like, really?
You mean like the diarrhea stick?
Yeah, the sick stick.
How is the motherfucker? Is he the only villain?
No, he's. Oh, who's his butler or his?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
I love him.
He's actually a
He
fun
was
character.
really good.
He's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, he's not bad.
I had no idea he was in that.
For the comic book fans, the Mother Russia, they spot on.
Yeah,
like
they nailed
it
her.
was
They
amazing.
nailed it.
Yeah, it was. I was.
I
amazed.
thought the actors all did a fine job.
Yeah.
But you're right. The material sometimes just fell flat.
Well, I think it was just tonally up and down and left and right, so it was really silly funny, then good funny, and then just violently brutal.
Yeah.
And it was just like the pendulum just swung back and forth. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was, and I like violence. I like all of it, but it was not consistent.
And some of the violence was really fun and cool to watch, and then other times you're like, what? Like, really?
Like cringeworthy almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say Mother Russia, the end
She
fight
was
with Mother
pretty brutal,
Russia.
yeah.
Well, I liked when she was doing a lot of her stuff, but with the kind of the final fight, I thought was a little, with the adrenaline, was a little cheesy. But, what was the comic?
Shark?
The shark.
Cheesy?
Yeah, no, the shark was, I'm glad they had that in there, except the end where he, well,
Deus Ex Machina.
After the
I called
credits,
it.
there's a
Yeah.
scene after
well,
the credits.
It's true, but
Yeah.
it's
But
a
then
lot
again-
different than the comic in that aspect.
Like a wrap-up scene, like to put a button on it or to continue.
Not to put a button on it.
To be honest, I like
To open it up.
I like the very end a lot more than the comic book. In regards to how things are kind of settled, the comic ends on a really kind of dark, depressing note, and the movie kind of peps it up a bit.
Yeah, it's like Care Bear's stare at the end. Sorry, I don't want to like mess it up, but I felt like that at the end.
Yeah.
Did they have a meeting? They're like, we need to end this on a little bit of a lighter note.
Jim Carrey, despite him kind of being against the movie, Jim Carrey is enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
I really loved his character.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's too bad he can't play more moderately entertaining characters like that in movies instead of trying to go out on a,
Because he's just trying to ruin his career.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But you're right about the tone. Like, you have a 10-minute sequence where Hit Girl tries to fit in with the high school girls, and it's like watching a teen comedy. Like, oh, those girls don't like my
Mean
dress.
Girls.
It's like Mean Girls
Yeah.
for 10 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes you watch a guy get like strangled to death in a really brutal way in a jail cell, and he's like all blue and gross, and you're like, which movie is this? Is this Mean Girls or is this Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah.
It's Mean Girls Chainsaw
So
Massacre.
would you say like the way it was
Chainsaw
the
Massacre.
like I don't know,
Chainsaw
directed?
Mean Girls.
I mean, because since the acting isn't bad and
Massacre
the writing
Mean
isn't
Girls.
horrible, but it's just it seemed like they couldn't decide on the mood.
I think there's problems with the script, and I think that's mostly because there were problems with the comic book
And
that the script's based on.
And that you can see that as far as the writers of the comic book were actually on set to help make the movie. So.
Yeah.
So they wanted some sort of integrity or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't think people were excited enough about Kickass that Kickass 2 is going to bring anyone out. I'm not surprised if no one goes. You know, like who really was sitting around going, "Oh man, why won't they make a sequel to Kickass?"
I was
especially if they read the comic.
And Kickass 1 ended on a good note.
I thought it
the way
did too. I
You
wasn't.
wouldn't have
I
expected
definitely
a
wasn't sitting around hoping for it.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it needed.
But
a
when
sequel.
But
you
as
heard
soon
about
as
it,
it was
you're like,
announced,
okay, I'll watch it.
exactly. As soon as it was announced, I'm like, "Fuck yes! I can't wait."
Yeah.
Because
But
I
it
like
doesn't.
this.
I didn't feel like it added anything to the story. Like
bummer.
Kick-Ass at the start of the movie and Kick-Ass at the end of the movie, kind of, or Hit Girl, they all kind of feel like the same person. Like, did the movie affect them in any real way? Some things happen to them that are rough, but they seem like
They haven't changed all that much.
they haven't changed. So
Yeah, like that first movie, they're two. Like you can tell, they're just two people.
Yeah.
Or ordinary. I mean, Hit Girl was being trained, but she was still drastically changed by the end of that movie too.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the issues I had with the comic book too, as far as like you can think of some of the worst things possible that could happen to the hero character. And yes, he's sad for that moment, and then literally, like 2 pages in, he's back to the way he was. These are life-changing, like horrible things that happen to him, and it's like, nah, you wouldn't be able to tell that any of that stuff happened to him.
Now, to be fair, if something horrible happens to a character and he spends 20 or 40 minutes on screen crying, I don't want to watch that movie.
I agree,
but you're right.
But you want to see some.
I want to
time
see
of
a
him still-
legitimate response to this horrible thing happened to me. Let's go do this.
It's
like
at least a moment of
anger,
something.
grief. Maybe they're gonna turn over a new leaf, that kind of thing.
Maybe break a vase. Damn it! Okay, now let's go kick some
I
ass.
immediately
I'm
thought
pretty
of,
sure that's actually.
I
What
actually
happened.
thought of the end scene of The Room when he's angry and pushing stuff off the shelves.
You know what? Actually, just talking about movies or film in general and TV shows too, I think I'm officially tired of the scene where the character's so upset that he has to sweep everything off the desk or off a table,
Or flip
or maybe
something.
even flip
That's
it.
not really necessary.
Like the
anymore.
first time, I mean, they do it to show this is how I show that I'm angry. But I've seen that exact
Played out.
But I
it's
think
played out.
it'd be better if they weren't doing it to their own shit, because then you know that they're like picking up like, God damn it.
Well, there's.
Fucking broke
I
that.
think.
I'd actually
If it's
rather
like
see
at a
that
boss's
scene.
office, like, fuck you, boss.
I'd love to see that
Yeah.
scene
No.
where he's
Then you're like,
setting stuff back out.
like,
Or maybe even grab something that he's trying
super
to
glue
break
and
and
stuff
Yeah.
back
He
in.
can't do it.
he just sets it back down.
Okay, hold on. Maybe this one. Okay, now I feel better.
I feel like that was in a movie. Wasn't there a movie where someone
No idea.
like violently wanted to do something? Just
Maybe that sounds
maybe it was
familiar.
my dad.
The movie of your life, Lewis.
grabs
Actually,
the vase and
yeah.
throws it on the ground and just goes, pling, pling.
When I was in sixth grade, I was playing a video game. Back then, they had those old discs,
Yeah.
the vinyl, the Teflon disc you stick into a computer. And I was just playing. My dad was like, "Lewis, come do some work in the house," or whatever. And I was like, "I'm in the middle of this level on Ultima 3 or whatever."
God.
He comes busting in, and he's so mad, and he tears it out of the computer, and he went, "Ooh," they couldn't tear it. 'Cause it's Teflon. He was so mad. And I just went, "That's like $100 worth of games," and it wasn't. It was all pirated. And later he gave me, because he crinkled it enough it wouldn't work, so he later gave me a bunch of money.
Nice.
And then I just went to my friends, "Hey, I need Ultima 3 again." That's a good story. All right. Who saw Expendables 3? What?
2.
2.
Yeah. we're all crossing our fingers for 3, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Ivanovich and
Only if
Harrison
Bruce
Ford.
Willis is in it.
He's not Harrison Ford, remember? Oh, okay.
He's pretty lazy.
I want $10 million a day.
I want that. And okay, Harrison Ford, he'll do it. And who else will do it? Someone else. I'm pretty sure will do it for less.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's voiceover on Ender's Game. Every time I watch that preview,
I'm an old man.
I'm really grumpy.
First year.
I can't handle it. I listen to it.
He sounds like he hates his job.
He does.
It's
They're like,
life.
Harrison Ford, say these lines, and he's like, "Did I at least smoke some pop?" No, fuck.
Did you ever
year,
see the Uncharted that he did the for the gameplay? Like he's playing the game. He's like, and then they're like, and then the
I did see
he
that.
grabs a gun and it's
I
just
saw
like
that.
an action
Yes.
movie. And
That's
Was he
fantastic.
trying to be that?
and he's he's
That's just who he
seriously
is.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
terrible.
No, because
gosh.
he's stoned out of his mind.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, he's.
So-
oh my god.
I don't believe it.
So what about 2?
Oh, 2, it was... actually, I had to make my friend stay because as soon as I'm like, hey, I know what movie you want to see, I'm like looking around on Netflix. Boom, I click and he's like... starts getting up and I'm like, no, dude, stay, watch it with me. And so
is Expendables 2 on Netflix?
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
now?
yeah, absolutely.
No way.
Just came out
What?
actually.
And it's
I don't know
I
how
did.
we missed it because we saw the first one and we love
It's
cheesy,
a-
schlocky, like just
You
silly
didn't-
action films.
Oh, if you love
No, I
watching,
wanna see it.
if you like silly action films,
yeah, it's gonna be fun and
well,
stupid.
what I mean is, in the first one, they don't try to deny the fact it's a silly action
Yeah.
film. In this, it's like they embrace it. They're
Oh,
making
that's
out.
great.
They're making out with it. They
That's awesome.
they have parts where characters show up. And then you like let's say a bad guy gets shot and they're like standing there and you hear this
posing.
and then you're just like and then
Oh,
And they
I
make
wanna
the
do
stupid
it.
references like
to all their
I wanna
movies.
see it.
Bruce Willis tells Arnold, "Way to go, Rambo."
Or,
No way.
no, you'll be back later. And then
Yeah.
what does he say? Yippee ki yay!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's if you
That's
like the first
great.
one and
So they
that
go.
hokey-
They just go hokey.
they don't
They
Jump
Try-
the shark.
Over the top.
They do
Yes, over the top.
what Pacific Rim should have done, and
Oh,
like
okay.
blatantly was like, "This is silly."
Poking fun at itself.
okay.
It took me a second, but I found that Uncharted clip. If you guys want to see that or
Well,
not.
we'll watch a second of it.
Yeah.
I just want to hear him talk. I want to hear him talk.
You're gonna have to turn that up for
Sound
me,
like
Jibber.
a old Nicolas
11.
Cage.
11. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
the music. What's he? It looks like he's having fun.
Oh,
Who holds their remote control under their nose?
incredible.
Because he's old, so he's gonna like.
Oh, I got
I gotta turn.
Oh, I got
He's
Fantastic.
He actually sounds a little more pleased than he usually does.
Yeah,
to be
a little-
completely honest.
a little
Oh,
more
that's
excited
great.
than normal.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
it's-
Remarkable. The storytelling is very.
He's stoned. Yeah.
No.
The action just keeps on coming. Very,
You're making this movie so like I want to play it now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Very dramatic.
It just keeps
dramatic.
coming.
I love the
I love it.
reality of the.
This is probably the most fun I've ever had.
Situation.
You guys don't know how much this hurts me. When I was
Yeah, it's
fucking
so,
12
so
years
sad.
old, there was no one on the planet to me that was cooler than Han Solo.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
I watch Star
Harrison
Wars
Ford
every
is Han
day.
Solo. Oh my word, he was the epitome of coolness. And now I look at him and I'm like, gee whiz.
Yeah.
What?
So bad. Oh well. Okay, what else? You saw Expendables 2? It's a hokey bunch of fun.
Yeah, no, if you like really hokey.
It's a fun movie.
So word on the street is that Jarod saw the movie that the rest of us were all excited about.
I did. I rented and saw Only God Forgives.
The Hottie McHotpants one?
Yes.
And how amazing was it?
I've got the biggest man crush on what's his
Ryan
name?
Ryan
Gosling.
Gosling.
No.
Fuck yeah.
Really?
That's awesome.
The dude's like acting is legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie is, it's not bad, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch it. It's
Like Drive?
depressing as shit. Like it's darker
Yeah.
than Drive. Like Drive, like after you're like, ew. I won't probably watch that again
Yeah.
because
It's just so dark.
it's just
It looks dark.
this
I mean,
is
I don't think that's
beyond
surprising.
dark. He's not really in it. He is, but it's
You said that you
Man.
rented it. Where'd you get it?
rented from Amazon.
So just on Amazon.
Nice.
Amazon
Watching
rent it for
You-
$6.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
just
you
the
can rent
$6.
stuff on
Oh, that's
Amazon
awesome.
and whatnot. And
Oh,
it
we're
like
gonna
it
do
gives
that.
it to you for $48.
money for movies,
It's-
so I didn't know you could
it's-
do that. I didn't.
It's beautifully shot.
Amazon.
It's very dark. It gets to like a point when you find out that he's this.
Whoa!
What?
He's,
That's-
I'm not. It's not really spoiling it. You'll kind
sure.
of find out.
He's a girl.
God damn. Well, if I say anything, it'll spoil it. It's dark as shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's all I can
okay.
say.
I want. It's
I-
something I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
watching.
me
That's
too.
why I
I
don't want to
really-
learn
We do.
anything.
We want to see it. Then we'll talk.
I really think you guys are gonna be disappointed
Yeah.
Why?
because it's not.
You don't know
it's
me.
not. I know. I don't
You
know you.
you don't know me, Jared.
But from the trailer, you're thinking, oh, he's this badass.
No,
That's okay.
well,
That's
Jared,
that-
her favorite movie's Antichrist, so
No, it's not. Shut
That
up.
was my
Shut the
favorite.
front door.
I like Antichrist.
No.
Man,
Colors beautiful. Is it
it's
shot?
It's shot very beautifully.
Okay, that'll be
it
It's-
looks gorgeous.
like I
Yeah.
don't even like you're uncomfortable. Like
yeah.
The whole time.
it's uncomfortable.
Sounds good.
You feel
Yeah,
like
sounds
invoking
good.
that kind of
you
reaction.
extremely depressed the whole
That's
movie.
it. Yeah. All the three of us are like, yeah, this is
Good movie to
awesome.
drink a bottle of wine to.
But
Poor
when you watch
Thomas.
it, you feel kind of like
Icky? Do you feel icky?
You feel really icky.
dirty.
Yeah.
Like you need to take a long shower.
Take a shower.
With the bottle of wine.
Think about what you just watched and kind of maybe
Maybe
cry a
some
little
music
bit.
in the back.
Find someone close by and just kind of hug them and just be like, I appreciate you.
Go
You
find
know
some
what?
sage and
That's
cleanse
good.
your house.
I like your review.
Yeah, your review's
Yeah.
actually intriguing,
It's
but
good.
I gotta say, I like hearing that Ryan Gosling's a legitimate actor. When you say that, like, it makes me think, wow, he must do some real
from
acting.
Drive, he was amazing in
Yeah,
it.
but Notebook, come on.
I
mean,
never watched The Notebook.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not
Okay.
going into girly
It-
girliness.
Have you
I'm
guys
just saying,
seen
we've seen like the funny clips from it.
the honest
on yeah.
trailer for
Yeah.
Notebook?
Yeah. Funny.
Jesus,
Watch it.
you gotta watch
Yeah.
the honest trailer for the Notebook.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite lines, what is the line? How does he say it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous.
Don't go. I hate you.
If you go now, then I hate you.
Something stupid like that. So it's good. It's good to hear that we like him.
It is.
Oh,
It's so dark.
Yeah.
I want to see that Monuments Men. Sorry,
Super
we're looking
jealous.
at
Just
super
so I'm
jealous.
looking at the screen.
For my rating out of 10, I gave it an 8. I can tell you that.
Wow.
That's reasonable. That's okay.
great.
It's I
Eight out
only
of
gave it
10.
that because I don't know how to feel after watching it.
That's okay,
at
though.
all.
That's
You guys
okay.
have to watch it and tell me.
Yeah, we
Tell me
will.
how I'm
We
supposed
will.
to feel.
Yeah.
Because afterward, I literally was like laying down watching it, and then I just got up and was just like sat there for a little
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay.
That response actually has to be kind of common because a lot of the reviews have come back really positive, like A, or really negative.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
Fs.
Because it's
They're just like,
You
this
don't-
is just brutality.
there's
and
no
horribleness.
like nothing that gives you like a hope or like ooh like it just you feel
Just like
like
real life.
you feel like
No.
you're literally just like
Okay.
I felt like I was in Iraq like and gunshots getting fired at me and I'm just hiding behind a little pillar crying like
No hope.
Just wanna go
That's,
home.
you know what other movie left me feeling that way? The Room.
Oh yes, I agree.
Yeah, but that's a more positive emotional response. You're like, there is a God.
who watched
he killed
Standoff?
himself.
Is that you?
Yeah, Nathan,
What?
what'd you watch? The
What'd you
Standoff?
watch?
I watched one called Standoff, and it was the reason I clicked on it. I watched this while I was at. My job allows me to do a lot of things, which one of the things I can do is listen to a movie in the background while I do my job. So this one I was listening to, and it caught my attention
That's the one with Brendan
because
Fraser,
I
right?
saw that it was Brendan Fraser. Yes. That is exactly the reason I clicked on it, because I'm like,
That's how you know it's good.
Brendan Fraser has not been
Wait.
in anything good
Mummy.
ever.
Like what
since,
year?
This is from last year, 2012.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's
kinda
literally what I thought too. So
Dark.
Oh, he's got a gun?
yeah.
O'Brien
know
from
that
Star
guy.
Trek.
That's Cole
Yeah.
Meany, O'Brien from Star Trek.
So
That's the guy from Con Air. The asshole.
yeah. So
Oh, that looks like a cool.
it's a
cool poster.
It's a cool poster.
Yeah,
It starts off
Okay.
in.
He still parts his hair.
He plays a guy named...
He has the same fucking hairdo. He has the same fucking hairdo as the mummy.
Back from the past.
Yes.
This
little
worked
glass
in
on the
high
back.
school.
That's actually a cute movie, though.
Oh,
That's cute.
Didn't it have Clueless Girl in it?
Yeah, she
Alicia
sucks.
Silverstone.
But it had
When he walks out, oh my
it had
lucky
Captain
stars, a
Reynolds in it.
Negro.
Yes, Blast from the Past. I own that movie. I love that movie.
Nathan Fillion's in it. Come on.
Love that movie.
I didn't know that.
Isn't he the bully? That
Yes,
boyfriend?
yes, he
Yeah.
is.
He gets in the fist fight.
Gets into
the club.
fisticuffs with him, yeah.
That's
So
Nathan
cute.
Fillion.
That movie, I can loan it to you guys if you want to borrow. I love
I've seen
that
it,
movie.
but it was forever.
I love
ago.
when you watch a movie that you'd seen like
Yes.
10 years ago, and then you watch it
You have
again,
a
and
new
then you start
favorite.
recognizing all those other actors. You're like, holy shit, that's Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yes, I love that.
And when you watch it, you go, "Why the fuck did I buy this movie?"
Why did I borrow this movie?
Yeah.
I
I,
borrowed this from someone.
yeah. Oh, speaking of old movies, complete sidebar. 2 seconds. Watch Shanghai Noon again for the first time in forever from 2000.
For the first time in
In
forever.
forever, yeah. One of my favorite movies. I used to watch it like once a month, and I watched like the previews before it. It's like new cutting edge. What is it called? DVD-ROM extras. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know that was still a thing. So it's like they're like, yeah, check out you can read the script as you watch the movie. I'm like, oh,
That sounds awesome.
and they have like Mission to Mars on it. It has the special effects. I'm like, ooh, look at that cartoon. That dude flew out of. So anyway, Standoff from 2012. They start off in Boston for 30 seconds, and then the whole rest of the thing takes place in Belfast, Ireland.
Which explains Cole Meany.
Yes, exactly. And the only person that doesn't have a really harsh accent that you have to focus on is Brendan Fraser, and everyone else, you're like, what the fuck did he just say? But it's one of those things where it starts off kind of, I don't know, it just starts off kind of, you don't really know what's about to happen to anyone at all. And you're like, what the fuck is this movie? And then finally something happens, and then it just starts getting worse and worse and worse, and like...
Wait, the movie gets worse?
No,
or
the situation gets worse. Situation starts getting really out of hand. There's several really poorly delivered, cheesy lines, all from Brendan Fraser. Everyone else is an Irish actor. The production company at the beginning of it says that it's the Ireland Screens something or other, so it's an Irish movie.
Screen Guild.
Yeah, something like that. And so it's an Irish movie, and the only person that's not Irish in it is him, and his love interest is African in Ireland, so her accent is extremely jacked up and hard to understand. But the situation just flies completely out of control. He basically getting blamed for something he didn't do, wrong place, wrong time type of thing, and he's trying to talk his way out of it. I personally really enjoyed it. I was able to ignore the cheesy lines delivered from Brendan Fraser because the rest of it was really good. This dude that's in the picture right here on the cover, I do not know what his name is, but
Cole Meany.
he is the police captain that's kind of like in charge, and he's kind of a hard ass, and he's telling everyone to fuck off, and this is my crime scene and all this kind of junk and whatnot. And there's a mafia type guy, like a whatever Irish's mafia, Ireland's mafia is called, I forget, but he's a big bad.
Just the mafia.
Is it still the mafia?
I
I don't know if there's like a special name for it. I couldn't remember, but there's like a bad dude involved, and he's like the worst of the worst, and he gets involved in it, and for what it was, I was expecting it to be complete shit. I clicked on it expecting nothing other than a shitty Brendan Fraser movie, and I was pleasantly surprised, because I mean we've had so many bad ones since Blast from the Past.
Tarzan.
I would say if you see it on Netflix and there isn't anything that you would rather, Tarzan.
He's George of the Jungle, not Tarzan.
Well,
I got the gist of it, though.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
Sorry.
If you don't have something better to watch in front of this, I would say definitely watch this one. Give it a shot. I thought it was pretty funny. There's some funny moments in it.
So it's a comedy.
It's a tweener. Like you can't really quite tell what it is. I would have called it like an action comedy, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So there's some funny moments, some funny.
Action
Oh my god!
comedy.
It was good. So.
All right, on to our movie news, which is the big news, which is Ben Affleck is going to be Batman.
For sure.
How do you feel about that, Jarod?
So, and
they've signed him for multiple movies.
This is
multiple.
And this isn't brand new news for everybody. We realize
Everybody
it, but
knows,
it's our turn to talk about it now. So.
You don't like it?
I don't like Ben Affleck because every time I see him, I think he's Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
like that's all
true.
I see with him. I see like he doesn't like character anything. It's always just Ben.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's he gonna do with Batman? I wonder. I do wonder.
Like I'm hoping that he does good. I'm.
Yeah.
I'll see. But
the thing is. Okay, for me, Batman, I feel like they've always missed out on Batman as a character in that they're always making it about his, fighting a bad guy like the Joker and the adventure and everything else. And they forget that one thing in the comic that I always like is that he's supposed to be a detective, right? He's supposed to be like the smartest dude alive. He figures out all the possible thing, and I never see that in the movies. And I don't know that Ben Affleck comes across as.
Who's that?
Thank you. That was the guy.
Is that Eric Bana?
That was the dude that was rumored to be Batman.
This was.
Why is he not Batman?
His name's Joe Manganiello.
Yeah, why isn't that guy Batman?
I don't know.
He's got a good jaw.
We
look at that jaw.
Right.
That's what I was looking at too.
Last episode, we were voting for him,
oogling him. Yeah,
oogling this guy.
Where'd this guy come from?
And not only that,
he's from True Blood, the werewolf.
He looks like a closer age to Superman too, which is kind of nice.
He looks like he could be Batman, though, right?
He looks like
he got the ruggedness.
He looks like he is Batman IRL.
Yeah,
and this picture of him with his haircut and then clean shaven. That's a fine Bruce Wayne.
He still looks like Batman.
He looks like a good Bruce Wayne. I can see that.
Yeah.
No, so
that's what we missed out on.
Yeah.
And
why didn't that happen? Do we know why?
Because Ben Affleck's star.
Bigger? They want a bigger star?
I guess star power, maybe.
But isn't Affleck kind of old at this point? Like he's got to be in his late 40s.
How many years is he gonna do it?
Schneider,
I think he's late 30s.
No, Affleck's in his 40s.
Is he?
Yeah.
I think he's like 45, 46.
He already announced, the director said that he wants an older, more mature Batman who's been around the block to show Superman, like...
Instead, we get this.
Oh,
that's a young picture.
That's from forever ago.
That's the only shirt I could. That's the only one I could find with this shirt off.
But who knows? Maybe.
Okay, this is what
doesn't run around naked.
This is. I'm just saying
he doesn't
for body.
It's because he's got thin features. I think that's what we don't appreciate as much about him and his face.
He seems kind of gangly, right?
A little small.
So he's got like thin nose, thin eyes, thin lips. He doesn't have fullness.
Because Batman's supposed to be smart, but also like he's beefcake.
He's
just not. He's kind of supposed to be beefy.
He's just not that, and that's. I got really excited about this.
He's just not that.
And
there's this.
They've never really cast Batman as just a strong guy.
Yeah.
They've always
supposed to be
Michael Keaton or.
I think Christian Bale's the closest.
Christian Bale's definitely the closest that they've gotten. Christian Bale was fine, but
no. What I meant is just as far as the build, his build, body. So he's actually looks like he's in shape.
The big great debate that me and Amy have been having the last week since we heard about this was in the people that are like either up and coming or notable actors right now. Who can be both? We both could come up with a perfect Batman. Both could come up with a perfect Bruce Wayne. We couldn't come up with a perfect both.
Who are you saying?
Carl Urban. Dredd.
Yeah, I could maybe.
Speaking of Dread, it's on Netflix.
Yes,
Everybody
it's
go watch
available.
it right
Yes,
now.
check out Dread on Netflix.
Dread on Netflix.
Just came available,
Thank you.
and I just came in my pants
Carl
a little
Urban
about it. So.
in Dread.
Now, there's a movie we all agree on. Dread.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
You know, I think.
Maybe because but maybe it's because
Did
I'm
you see
so
what you're
done.
Did you see what you're missing out on? I'm just
You
curious.
can't miss what you can't have. I think that's a bad place to put yourself in.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Jared.
Carl Urban might actually work.
That would work.
Bruce Wayne,
That's
Batman,
a great
yeah.
jawline.
Look for Pathfinder photos. Of
Okay.
him.
So my problem, I think, with Ben Affleck, because I think Ben Affleck will be fine.
He's gonna be fine.
He'll be
That's
fine.
what I mean.
My problem with him is the thing I liked about the new Superman is I don't know that guy, that actor. He's kind of a new actor.
New face.
I want to see new faces.
Yeah.
There's
All
really
ripped
no
and,
reason to go
that.
get.
I agree. Yeah, you shouldn't go and get big name actors when you can really create a character from the start.
Get another
with
guy.
a new actor.
Get
That's
another
what
guy
Jared
from
was saying,
Australia
too.
or England.
Yeah, go to Australia.
That's what Jared was saying. We're all going to sit
Yeah.
there and go, "Oh, look, it's Ben Affleck."
Yeah.
We're not going to say it's Batman.
You want a
Yeah.
new face.
Yeah, someone that you can actually kind of believe is Batman.
I could get behind that. Yeah.
He's
and with the right diet and right trainer, he could totally beef up like twice that size if necessary. If that's what they're looking for.
God, I just can't picture. Honestly, I mean, folks, him with a mask, Ben Affleck doing the voice. I can't.
But do we want? What's the voice? I mean, because I think I'm sick and tired of Christian Bale's voice.
No.
But
Not
it's
that
gonna
voice.
be it's
What's
gonna
wrong
be
with the
like
voice?
he's gonna have to be. It's gonna go from
A Sunday boy's trousers.
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is who I am. That's who I am. To
I'm Batman.
Perfect.
We need to get things done here.
Is he that bad of an actor that he can't do what you just did?
I think Jared's voice sounds kind of
I
like a
should
good
do Batman.
Batman.
God damn it.
I was gonna say the animated series is a perfect
What's the
example.
name of the guy that does the
Maybe
animated?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
Maybe if they dub him over.
I'm
his
just
voice.
saying, as far as his
Dub him
voice,
over.
His voice is great.
Is this a musical from the 1950s? Let's just
Maybe.
dub a voice over the person that's singing.
No, but he can do the voice switch just fine.
That's the voice of Batman. Unfortunately, he does not look like a Batman.
Well, no,
He looks like a
I'm
voice
not
actor.
saying
Batman.
he
Looks
could
like
be,
a voice actor.
He could be the butler.
I mean, seriously, like if people, well, I guess people can see me now. I
looks
know
like
people
the
don't really
Riddler.
watch, but when people
Maybe
see
the
me
Riddler?
after based off of just hearing my voice or whatever,
Or
like
even
you
an
look
Osborn.
nothing like what you sound like.
As far as
Yeah, you're
with that
right.
red hair, he's a new Osborn. Boom.
Oh, perfect.
Your guys is welcome. I'll give you
Bam.
that.
Your guys is welcome.
See, look at that.
Same. I don't see a difference.
He does the
person,
voice
right?
though. You have to admit
That
the
Batman
the
looks
voice is
good. Is that the Bale
That's
Batman?
this is the Arkham Asylum Batman.
That's what
Video
I
game
want
Batman.
fucking Batman to look
He
like.
looks
though.
badass.
The Arkham
Asylum.
City or
Yeah.
Arkham
Arkham
Asylum,
Asylum
Batman.
one.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, when you play that video game, you see him and you're like,
That's
Batman.
Batman.
That's what I
Yes.
want.
Yeah.
And what's even
Yeah.
They fucking nailed that
I
shit.
can't get on it. It's video game stuff. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
They should have made that into a movie.
Yes, that whole Arkham. That's
Anyways,
God, that
we
fucking.
gotta stay away from that stuff.
I know. God, that would be such a good movie
We'll
though.
geek out. So I think we can all agree Ben Affleck's gonna suck as Batman.
He'll be
I don't know if.
No, I
I
know. You guys
We'll,
said
we'll spend the whole movie going
That's no Joe Management.
Manganiello.
management panties.
Yeah, I got a management panties
I
now
think that's
too.
all Kim's
I
thinking
guess.
about right now.
Okay. worst case scenario. Worst case
Where's
scenario.
their binder? It's gonna be Kim Mangelian forever.
Oh god. No, worst case scenario, he's as kind of a poor Batman as we all think. But best case scenario, he might actually surprise us. Which
Well, he can
would
only
be
go
kinda neat.
up. That's a good place to be, right?
Well, I mean, at this point, everybody's so fucking pissed at it that by the time it comes around in 2015, everybody's gonna be like, "It wasn't so bad. We really gave him a lot of
And
shit
we
for
are. We're
nothing."
gonna go see it.
Yeah.
Like you said, we'll go see it.
Well, and my one thing that I can think of is that, like, okay, so you say, who's Robert Downey Jr. to any 10-year-old? They're gonna be like, he's Iron Man. Why wouldn't Ben Affleck want to be like, who's Ben Affleck? He's Batman. Like, why wouldn't you want that for
he
yourself?
has every reason to want the part. Absolutely.
And his incredible role as Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because everyone.
And he did do Daredevil.
I don't think he did bad with Daredevil.
He didn't do bad.
It's just what they did with Daredevil.
Right.
He jumped off of a building, like fell 34 feet,
know.
and grabbed onto a wire and swung across the thing without
Ridiculous.
dislocating his arms. Right?
Look at that.
Right?
Is that
What?
Batman?
I wasn't listening.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Right? Batman. That is Batman.
If he played Batman, he'd
Put a bat symbol on him.
No, literally.
Just put a cowl onto him and then just tattoo the bat thing on him.
I was gonna say he just needs to wear the cowl. That's it.
Oh
Nothing
my
else.
god, dude!
The dude's a savage.
Shaken, not stirred. They
I'm-
wanted
yeah.
to be Bond. He'd be a good Bond.
I am I don't know. I'm a straight dude, and I am in love with this man. Oh my god, that is a good piece of.
Well, with a
Good-looking
body
piece of
like
meat.
that, though, you kind of should be a superhero.
Yeah.
Kind of. Someone should cast him as something.
Look at Superman. The
Yeah.
dude was a monster.
He was. And if you're a
Thor?
producer, you should go fucking find these guys and put them in your
Yeah.
movies.
Absolutely.
And he can act.
What
He's
the fuck
been
was
in
that kid's
you
name?
guys saw
True Blood.
the Arrow guy on TV?
I never saw it, but yeah,
Oh.
he's
He's
really strong, too.
fantastic.
He's
he
strong.
fits the part. He's
Part
a
of
TV
what's cool about him
superhero.
is
And
he
isn't
does
he
a little
actually a
parkour.
stuntman or
Yeah,
a
he does
parkour guy?
parkour in real life. So when his arrow is doing stunts and stuff,
And
or when
working
he's,
out.
when he's doing the salmon
Pull-ups.
ladder on the
Yeah,
show,
salmon ladder.
Yeah.
you're like, Jesus, he's really doing
Yeah.
it. It's kind of fun to watch
Yeah.
an actor who can do it.
Ben Affleck's fighting that.
What about the other two?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's
Lex
true.
Luthor and
Lex
James
Luthor is apparently it's changed now, but it's rumored Bryan Cranston is. I
But
think we
now
talked
there's a
about
big
this on the last
question
one.
mark, yeah.
But now there's a big
Yeah.
like it was said he is, and then now there's a I don't know, maybe not.
I think he'd be a good one. Also,
Cranston would be a good
Oh,
Lex
yeah.
Luthor. He'd pull it off.
who was the motherfucker's dad from Kickass? He'd make a good.
That's true.
He'd make a good
the
Kick-Ass-
villain
or,
from
Luthor.
Green Lantern.
he would make a good Luther. He wouldn't.
What, the
He
Mark
did
Strong?
The dad, no,
mustache, right?
the dad from.
Yeah, Mark Strong.
Is that
Yeah.
his name?
He was. What else?
No.
What else was Mark Strong in that they'd remember?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Revolver.
What are you doing?
Mark Strong.
Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah,
He
Green Lantern.
was. He was fucking Sinestro. Oh,
right.
that was so
Yeah.
bad.
That's
He does
terrible.
look like he could be a Luther, though, doesn't
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh,
I think
there's
Lewis
the
should be
rumors.
Luther.
he? I'm on my way. If an alien comes to this planet, I'll make it my job to get rid of him.
And then James Spader to be the voice of Ultron or Ultron.
From what I've heard, which isn't much, they are saying he'll actually play Ultron and they'll do a motion capture thing. So he's not just the voice, but he'll actually move
The movement
around. You guys know who Ultron is? You
So
know?
they're
No.
gonna make him like movement, like kind of thing? Because isn't it like just metal with like a
So Ultron's,
metal,
yeah,
like,
he's a
face that's-
robot. Yeah, and I love his face. Pull up a picture of
Yeah.
Ultron. He's
The
this
big old
evil
jaw.
robot that can't be hurt or damaged in any way, and he fucks around with the Avengers all the time. See how his face has like this big hole in?
It's his mouth.
And there's like it's his mouth, but there's like fire burning
How does he
inside
not
him.
rule the world then?
Well, there was actually a comic book series this last summer where he does take over the planet,
Vision.
and then they have to go back and reset time.
Is that our other favorite guy?
Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
Oh,
Why is Ewan McGregor? Yeah, that's my guy.
Fan.
Why is Ewan
Fan.
McGregor in that picture? What are they?
Must be a fan.
He's good
photo.
at finding
fan
fan-made stuff.
But is Ewan McGregor
Aren't you?
rumored to be in the movie? In some
No,
way?
just clicking on pictures to find this, and he
You know who
popped up.
Ewan McGregor is going to be in? He's going to be in the new
Who's he gonna be
Star
in?
Wars as
Ooh,
Obi-Wan.
Me.
Again.
Ooh.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
For 7?
For real?
Yep.
Wait.
As
Realsies.
Ghost. As Ghost Obi-Wan.
Oh.
Wait, what is the other guy? Is the other guy dead though?
And did you know that the 7 is going to be shot in 35mm camera too,
Well, that's
not
cool.
digital?
That's cool.
That's a step
Wow.
forward. Wait, now is
that
the
means they're going to do it on a real
Isn't that a new
stage
Ultron right
and not
there?
on a green screen.
that's
middle.
good. That's good.
So like these are all Ultron pictures.
Okay.
Isn't that a newer one? Right
is
there?
the original Obi-Wan dead? Is that why we're not getting him?
Yeah, Alec Guinness has been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
So then, according to the movies, Obi-Wan got old, died, became an old ghost, and has slowly been getting young.
No, Obi-Wan got killed by Vader, I thought.
What?
Obi-Wan got killed by Vader?
He did get killed by Vader. Became an old ghost.
Oh.
But then talked to Luke once in a while.
I do like how
Luke, let me tell you a story.
I do like how he's like, I'll become more powerful than you can imagine, and all he does is float there and talk.
Yeah, he does
Just floats there and talks shit.
Yeah.
You know, Luke, let me tell you a story about the scum and villainy that run around this beer
Because every time
quadrant.
Vader's like getting alone time, like, ooh.
I have not. You think I'm more powerful than ever?
God damn it, I can't do anything by myself!
Everyone, he's touching his robot wiener. He's touching it.
Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you back there. Oh hey Mark. Oh hey Obi.
Star Wars. I don't know.
And then I guess
we'll
all
see.
the original are supposed to be in it. Hamill.
Oh God.
Leia.
Yeah, because he's looking good
Ford.
these days.
It doesn't matter. He's old.
Oh, God.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, it works. They're all supposed to be into it.
Harrison Ford just comes hobbling in, fucking earring in his ear. Hey, I'm Han Solo. This is really exciting for
with
me.
his Indiana Jones
I'm
hat
so
on.
excited.
So glad to be here. Oh yeah, Mark Hamill. Fucking
Luke, I am your father. Lay off the booze.
Yeah, that's Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
It's like,
Oh my god.
I love his voice work. His
His voice works great.
but he doesn't look good anymore.
He does voice work for everything.
To be fair, though,
He'll have to just grow a
Not-
heavy beard. Don't you think? Oh, that's a good picture of him.
That's from that movie I saw him in, Sushi Girl.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he was.
If Luke looks like that,
Hey, you guys seen any Jedi alien girls with the tentacle heads?
Hey,
they're called Twi'leks, for one. And number two, makeup, beard.
touche, Thomas.
Mister, I watch the Star Wars every day.
Ooh.
Back
Sorry.
Back to a little bit of
Flexing my nerd
comic
cred.
book news. Bradley Cooper is to voice Rocket Raccoon.
Did you guys see that short clip they have? Look up. They have a
wanna
little
see
short,
you do that.
a short meme or a MIDI clip
That goes
of Rocket Raccoon. Look it up.
All right.
It's
I had to pull that up real
And
quick.
then they also
What is it?
It's of the Rocket Raccoon shooting a machine gun. It's just a repeat clip. But it's supposedly a
Like a little GIF.
yeah, GIF, yeah, whatever.
Like Jurassic Park 4.
Rocket Raccoon.
Why are you web searching?
Huh? Oh, God damn it.
Wonderful.
And then Vin Diesel is confirmed to be doing the voice of Groot.
Yes,
good,
Groot.
Vin Diesel. That's
Who did,
just,
he thought he was going to be someone else. Apparently, they were interviewing him to be someone else.
I
and
think that they were thinking he
came
was
back
going to
and
do the
said-
voice of who Batista's playing.
Is this it, Mark, Thomas?
I'd
Stunt
look
guy?
up under images or GIFs or something, because
GIF.
not on YouTube.
Google it.
Yeah,
Google it.
images.
Just Bing it.
Bing it.
The Rocket Raccoon.
Where? Oh, I'm not seeing it. I've seen. No, that's definitely not it.
You do realize this next movie is going to have a raccoon with a gun.
Nope.
And
No.
his name is
It's- that's
Rocket
not it.
Raccoon.
No, what movie?
Guardians
I'll
of the
have to show you
Guardians of
guys
the Galaxy.
later. It's
And
it's-
Bradley Cooper will be the voice of the raccoon.
This is him from
Man.
the comic books, right?
Yeah, these are all pictures from the comics.
No, but actually the short
Serious?
GIF looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? If Rocket Raccoon works, it'll be brilliant. And if it doesn't work,
It's
it'll
gonna
be
be
the
bad.
most embarrassingly bad thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the pictures of Michael Rooker in makeup from Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
He's completely blue. And he's got like a little mohawk.
Ooh.
Took off my earphones. Michael Rooker looks pretty good, actually. I like Michael Rooker. He's crazy. He's legitimately insane. Oh well. So we don't have the Rocket Raccoon. We'll do it next week.
Yeah, we'll try to catch that.
So what was our
But that
homework?
is all for news. And to homework is Kim's pick for Hiro Terimatsushi.
Yes.
That's not how it
Which
sounds.
I actually watched this before you even did the homework. I
Oh,
rented
really?
this a long time ago.
It's been in my
'Cause
queue for
I-
like
was
6 months.
amazed. I watched the trailer for it, like, what is this about? And
Yeah.
it was
I just kept
surprisingly
seeing,
like,
you should see this,
Yeah.
you should see this. So, yeah.
It was okay.
What do
Tell
you
us
guys
about
think?
it.
No, I don't know. I want to hear what you guys thought.
Thomas.
It was very interesting. As far as it wasn't just about sushi, it's also kind of a way of life for a lot of people in Japan. So that was really interesting. They do talk about their culture and the culture of food over there, and a lot of times. And I actually learned a lot. At times, it was a little slow for me, but it was well made. I there's only a few parts where like maybe they went back to his family or visit the grave and stuff like that. I was kind of like, and they were almost goofing around about it, and I was just kind of like, I didn't really need to see this, but it's cool how they go through the whole process of even going as far as showing where they get the ingredients.
Yes, that was the fish thing was fascinating.
Yeah. And the fact is that another thing that's cool, obviously they didn't give out the recipes, but they weren't being very secretive about it's just they're that confident of the quality of their work.
Oh, well, they said that too. They said simple ingredients, it's like very simple and straightforward what they're doing, but they have just the perfect combination
and quality
and the right techniques to treat the food.
The rice is done like in a specific way.
The rice is so specifically done that the rice seller says, I don't sell this rice to other people because they don't know how to make it.
That got me actually, as far as these vendors who could sell to all these big companies, they prefer to sell it to people who will actually make good food, quality products.
I thought that was
like
really
the
cool
principle matters more than the money for these kinds of
for
people.
almost everybody that was involved in that movie.
Yeah.
Well, how about that chef that he was training to make the egg sushi?
Yeah.
And he did it like 200 times before he said good job.
Yeah.
And he's like, I about cried when he said good job. I wanted to throw my fist in the air.
Well, when someone's been doing it for 75 years, that's just
so awesome.
Such an old asshole too.
Just
his son. Well, then his son's like almost like equally as good, and he's just, you're not good enough. You bring a disappointment to me.
His son is in his 50s.
Yes.
Like everyone else in their 50s, we think of them as an old man.
Close to retirement themselves.
Right. And here his son is in his 50s going, well, if dad dies, I'll take over. And
for 10 years.
Hopefully people will still keep coming.
Yeah.
And even though he's just as good, if not better, people will come in and be like, you're not Jarod.
But when Michelin came to eat, it was the son that fixed the food. It wasn't
the first
Jarod.
time.
Yeah.
Michelin gave him 3 stars, which is the best you can get, and they never give 3 stars.
And they said it was adequate for like
traveling to that country.
Well,
just
they said that it wasn't even a good enough score. Essentially, is what they were saying.
They said they couldn't give it anything less.
Yeah.
Like it's, but what's kind of cool is the 3-star when they give it to any restaurant in 3 stars. They're saying it's worth traveling no matter where it's at, just to eat the food.
To eat
well,
that.
And then the other thing is, it's in a subway.
Yeah,
no bathroom.
A hole in the wall.
In a hole in the wall in a
Seats
subway.
9.
Yeah.
You have 2 months waiting, and it's 1 meal in the evening.
And he serves you what you're gonna eat. And
Yes.
They makes it and then just stares at you like.
And you eat it
Enjoy
right
this.
away. You eat them one by one by one. They plan out the menu. They work with
you have no
left-handed
say in
people.
it.
You just
Yes,
Right?
I thought that was cool. I'm a southpaw, and
You go-
I was like,
you
"Ooh, that's
Yeah.
thoughtful."
You go,
Really
here's
cool.
$300, and then he goes, all right.
No,
I would do it.
I would totally.
It's a
I'm
minimum
so
of
there.
$300.
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah.
And
30,000 yen.
There's actually
It goes up.
a
Yeah.
gentleman who actually comes in and is asking about it, and he's asking all these questions like, "You guys have appetizers? No appetizers." Like, it's not about customer
sushi.
service. Yeah, it's about the food that
Yeah.
they make. And they aren't stuck up. They're just telling them
This is
the
how
way
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
It's
But
And
isn't there something funny about that? Like, don't you think that we live in this world where there's so many choices and it's always my way. I want it this way and take that off and add this. And then suddenly you get this guy who's like, no, you can have it my way or you can leave. And you know what? You're going to pay me a fuck ton of money to eat what I give you.
Yeah.
And people are like, I will do this.
But he's not being a dick about it.
He's not a dick about
and
it.
Every single day, his principle is you can always get better. I love that he just he consistently tries to do better and better, find more smarter ways to do things, and it's just
I found him
the principle behind his whole philosophy.
I found him completely inspiring, especially doing this. For this, if I could apply 1/10 of that to this podcast network, I would have 1,000 million followers. Like literally, if I could do everything that he says to the best of his ability for this, I would have like so many listeners. So I find it inspiring for me. If I could just do a little bit of that, I would be very, very pleased.
The message is you better expect to work for at least 10
years
just to get the basic training.
Yeah, 10-year apprenticeship.
And they have guys. You saw that guy massaging a
octopus for 40 to 50 minutes.
That's what you do when you start there.
Oh my God.
You know, hey, welcome here. You're going to be our new chef. Massage this fucking octopus for 50 minutes. Have you ever tried massaging an octopus? It takes 5 minutes to get bored.
Or can you imagine how sore your hands would be?
Your hand would be all
and
weird.
How stinky you must be when you get done with that.
They get used to it. They're eating sushi.
But you come out of 10 years and you say, I've trained under Jarod, so come eat at my restaurant and people will come.
Yeah.
Watching
and they'll eat there.
I hate fish, but watching the movie, I was like, I think I want sushi.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
The way it looks is so good.
It does.
He's a minimalist, that's for sure.
Yeah. Did anyone else giggle when he was training the dude and he's like, I think you got too much wasabi on this. It's making me cry. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Well, they talked about having a refined palate, like how you have to eat really good food so you can tell just the subtlest differences in taste. And I feel like if I went and ate there, I'd be like, here's $300, and I'd eat everything. I'd be like, this is good. But I don't feel like I would actually understand.
Appreciate the
how good it is.
Yeah, you have to be able to taste the, layers.
Like wine connoisseurs that are like, oh, you can tell that was in a cherry smoked wood barrel for 3 months
flavor
during the winter of 2004.
Yeah. I'm like that
slight
with Pepsi.
overtone of berries.
Well, this comes from a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh, and that poor younger son. I mean, he had to go off on his own because he realized that it's the eldest son who gets to take over the business from the father. So he realized, I've got to get out there. He trained under Jarod, but
at least he's got his own place.
Yeah, he's got
I
his
feel
own...
like this younger son, the eldest son.
Yeah.
When Jarod dies, the eldest son will be like, we're still just as good, and people will be like, all right.
Yeah. Well, the food connoisseur guy said he has to make food twice as good for people to say it's on the same level, just because of the name Jarod.
Be true.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time with it.
I did.
Definitely informative. It definitely opens your eyes to way food can be like a profession and to
it's a way of life for them.
Working so hard at something to the point where you're just like, Jesus.
Jarod only took time off for a holiday and for funerals or emergencies. Otherwise, he worked every single day. And this is a guy who takes a subway tram to work, despite how much they're charging. Mm-hmm. So when are we all going over there to Japan?
I'm not kidding you. I'm so there.
Yeah.
I am so there.
Yeah.
The chances are we'll be like,
I highly doubt that.
We get there and we're like, whoa, this is really fishy. Like this sucks. This is beyond belief. Can I get my money back?
I can't believe I'm about to say this. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I don't think I like this.
The 5 of us sitting at that booth and be like, hey, Jarod, what you got?
Yeah. We saw your documentary. It was fantastic. You get the fuck out.
That is what he'd say.
We'd be so obnoxious.
No.
No, but as all good documentaries, I think it does more than just talk about the topic. It gets deeper, and I like that.
Yes. 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Wow.
Did
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Of course you did.
I'm kidding. No, it was good.
It's a very good documentary. I recommend you watch it.
And I loved his views on parenting too. Anyone else catch that?
Yep.
I liked his views on his own parents.
Well, if you give your kids a choice that they can come back if they fail, then all they're going to be is a failure.
Yeah.
So
And he basically says that's like irresponsible parenting. Like that's a stupid way of raising a child.
He flat out says
that's a stupid way to do it. Yes, I loved it.
Maybe he's got a point.
I laughed out loud at that. I was like, that's amazing. I wish like 10% of America did that. We'd have less assholes.
Yeah, it's hard to move out from your mom's house.
I know.
I still miss those days.
Yeah.
Free meals.
Yeah. Free meals?
Yeah.
It wasn't that
Thanks,
long ago.
Mom.
You must have good parents. Yeah, go get a bowl of cereal, faggot.
Mom, what the fuck?
But I need some food. I don't care.
I'm busy.
Well,
and then you just hear, fuck!
God damn
it, Nathan.
Sorry.
No, don't ask.
no.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Okay.
Yay.
On to our homework for next week.
Yeah.
It's your turn, Jared.
Which is what I picked. I picked it because it was a movie, like, I just saw the picture of it, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. It's got an explosion, dude's walking. And then I read the thing for it, and I was like, it might be good. Netflix gave it a 4.5 stars for me to watch it. So I'm like...
It did me too.
All right,
Wow,
well,
yeah.
I guess I'll do that for homework. Never
right.
seen it until...
So what's it called?
Just this thing. It's called The Horseman. And here's the
Wait.
trailer.
Yeah, you want to go old school and watch
Is
the
it
trailer?
called? Wait, is it called Warhorse?
Tom?
No, wait. Oh, the Horseman. Okay.
Warhorse. Gotcha.
So this is a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yes.
Yes. It's an Australian movie.
Oh, see, there's selection awards.
South by Southwest.
Ooh. Palm branches.
Is that Liam Neeson?
What's her name?
It's his brother.
Yeah, it could be.
That's his wiener. Acting.
Toxicology report found alcohol,
I'm gonna say
cocaine,
butt.
and heroin in the blood.
What's it like having kids?
I hear a bump in the night and come to you for protection. Because you're so strong. At least I think you are.
Do you know the people who made this? Sure do. Finn and I go way back.
Want to know who else did it? I don't know. No? Jog your memory.
Balls to the wall. Get Carter.
You think if we had anything to hide, we've been making hundreds of videos, sending it around the world.
Wait, please, you think I want to protect him? I don't. I just want to help you, please.
What's wrong? You afraid? Come, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Take me down, you lying.
This looks violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find your brother! Speak!
One thing I'm kind of disappointed in watching this is I didn't see him knock anything off the desk or table flips or anything like that.
He did. When he was in the room, he punches over the locker and stuff.
I didn't see any horses.
I didn't see any either. I was very confused by this.
You guys didn't see any horses? There's horses everywhere.
We'll try it.
I'll try
give it a show.
We'll try it. We'll see how it does.
Give it a look.
Yeah, so that's our show, guys. Wow, we went really long with this one.
How long did we go?
120.
That's minus a little bit of the beginning too. We were fucking around at the beginning, so we went about 105, 110.
And then we fucked around throughout the entire thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's to be expected by now.
Thanks, guys, for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Make sure you leave comments for us. Let us know how you think of the show. Let us know, movies that you want us to watch and review, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
what was Adam's movie? We keep.
Oh, dang it! We haven't watched it. We got to watch Oscar still. Sorry, Adam.
We'll watch that for next week.
Next time. We'll get to it.
Next week,
Promise.
we're getting to it.
We are going to watch
Without
it.
a doubt.
Will be watching this.
We will watch Oscar next week for sure.
Guaranteed.
When we get here
Guaranteed.
in 30 seconds, we will have watched Oscar for sure next week.
We will kill Nathan if we don't watch it.
No!
You have nothing to worry about because we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, you have nothing to fear.
Thank God.
We will literally all bring guns because
Guns. I was figuring knives. We'll
Knives.
just kill them to stab them. Screwdrivers.
thumbs.
Into the
guys.
throat.
Yep.
Into the throat.
Ice.
Thanks for watching, guys. Get me at Sir Jarod on the Twitter, at Nathan L. Betts on the Twitter.
And the phone number.
And the phone number. Call us and let us. What do they say?
You can call us and leave us a message, or let us know what you think about the show. Give us the topic to talk about. Whatever. Just leave us a message. Whatever's on your mind, we'll listen to you.
Call us 1-888-317-2694.
And you can catch us on twitch.tv/Times Poorly TV now too. And catch us on Stitcher. That's right. And on YouTube/Times Poorly.
Thanks, guys, for listening. And as always, have a wonderful movie night.